The Missouri Western Center of Student Involvement hosted a Standing Your Truth lecture with special guest, former NFL player Brian Banks.
Brian Banks is happening tonight, and we actually like authentic speakers that tell us a little bit about their lives and the past that they've come through and how they've succeeded throughout their life and how they've overcome some obstacles that have been in their way. So we're just trying to inspire the students to see, you know what, this is a different perspective about life and you can still overcome things even though obstacles have happened.
2002, at the age of 16, I was on my way to USC on a full scholarship. I had one more year left in high school. I mean, my numbers were out of this world. Football was everything to me.
Brian Banks was a top prospect, ranked 11th in the nation. Brian had multiple offers to play anywhere he wanted to. He was recruited by several colleges from Division I and all the way down, but he verbally committed to the University of Southern California.
My freshman year in high school, I realized how important football was when I got my first recruiting letter at the end of that year from USC. I knew then that somebody recognized me and that somebody wanted to see me do big things. So football was my ticket out.
Banks' dreams of playing college football came to an end when he was falsely accused of rape. In 2008, Banks and a classmate he knew since middle school went to an area on campus known as the Makeout Spot. They made out but did not have sex. Later that day, in a blink of an eye, Brian Banks was arrested on false accusations.
I remember standing in the courtroom as the judge started reading off the sentence to me, and everything just kind of went in one ear and out the other. It was like I didn't even hear what was going on. And then I was escorted out of the courthouse, put back in juvenile hall, and within a few weeks, I was sent off to prison, straight from juvenile hall.
Banks spent 5 years in prison and 5 years on parole on a crime he did not commit. In 2012, 10 years later, Brian Banks was exonerated and was now a free man. Juanita Gibson, his accuser, confessed the truth in hope that her and Banks could let everything go.
Different ways that you can handle things. You can go about, you can go about your life forgiving people. You can go about your life not forgiving, or you can completely just separate yourself from the situation altogether, and that's what I did. I didn't really worry about if I forgave her or not. I just simply moved on.
Banks was eager to get back on the football field. Banks had several tryouts, one of them being Seattle. Banks was thrilled to be able to try out. Seattle coach Pete Carroll saw potential in Banks, but he felt like it was too early because he hadn't played in 10 years. Banks continued to try out for teams, the 49ers, Chiefs, Vikings, Chargers, Eagles, and the Falcons. Finally, in 2013, after playing with the Las Vegas Locomotives, the Atlanta Falcons signed Banks.
One of the best experiences I've ever had, running out of the tunnel, smoke and fire and flames going up, the crowd cheering your name, being able to finally play and be on the field and just share that experience, something I thought I lost, so long ago. It was amazing. Every moment of it, from practice to meetings to playing the games to, the moments in between when you get to talk about it with friends and family, it was all amazing. I wouldn't want to change it, It's how things played out is how, God intended things to play out. And so I just enjoyed every moment.
Banks was released from the Falcons, but is currently working with the NFL and traveling, telling people his powerful story.
What stuck out to me the most about that whole situation, his whole story, was how calm he was able to stay during his whole process in prison. I know that's not easy because I had a personal family member who went through not the exact same case, but had to spend time in prison for an amount of time. And it wasn't easy for him. And the way he dealt with it, 10 years for something that he didn't do, just completely out of control.
You got to take everything with a grain of salt, and you really have to just step back and, just think about what's going on and think about the best positive way to, conduct that situation instead of going on with so much anger and so much animosity and stuff, because it's never, as long as you hold on to negativity, it's never going to end in a positive manner.
The Center of Student Involvement is looking forward to many more guest speakers to come and speak in the Standing Your Truth lecture series. And I'm Amaree Martin reporting from Griffin Update.